Okay, so here's the deal. The world is full of systems, tools, and ideas that made sense once. Keyword, once. Like maybe 50 years ago, maybe during a war, maybe before the internet. But now, they're still around. Not because they're good, but because nobody really wanted to go through the pain of changing them. This is a list of stuff we all use or tolerate, just because no one could be bothered to update it. QWERTY keyboards. You're probably using one right now. The QWERTY layout is literally designed to slow you down. Back in the typewriter days, fast typing meant keys could jam. So the layout spaced out commonly used letters like a weird anti-productivity puzzle. And today, we still use it. Not because it's efficient, but because we all already know it. It's like a bad relationship you stay in because you don't feel like dating again. There are better options like Dvorak or Colmac, but switching means relearning how to type. And let's be honest, we'd rather stay mildly inconvenienced forever than spend 2 weeks typing like we have broken fingers. Daylight saving time. Twice a year, the government gaslights us by changing what 6 a.m. means. And we just roll with it. Spring forward, fall back. They say like it's some cozy seasonal tradition. But in reality, it was invented to save coal during World War I. Spoiler, we don't really use coal anymore. Also, studies show that it doesn't even save energy, but it does mess with sleep cycles, increase heart attacks, and cause more car crashes. Great job, everyone. Some countries have ditched it. Some US states tried. But it turns out synchronizing time zones is bureaucratic chaos. So we keep doing it, because stopping would require meetings. Fax machines. Imagine explaining a fax machine to an alien. So you print out a document, then feed it into a box that scans it line by line, sends beeping noises through a phone line, and then another box prints it out, slightly blurry, on the other end. And the alien is like, "Don't you have email?" And we're like, "Yes." But HIPAA said no. That's right. Healthcare, government, and law still use fax machines. Not because they're better, but because regulations are outdated and faxing is technically secure. Also, nobody wants to spend the money to build modern systems. So, faxes lives on. The cockroaches of office tech. Magnetic stripe cards. Invented in the 1960s. Easy to clone, easy to lose, easy to forget in an ATM. But for some reason, every American bank still gives you one. Yes, we have chip cards now, and contactless, and phones that can pay for coffee. But magnetic stripes still exist because legacy systems and stores still depend on them. It's like having a 4K smart TV, but needing a VHS player because grandma's favorite movie never got re-released. Also, let's be real. Some stores still make you sign a receipt like it's 1998. The pen is always broken. The signature looks like a toddler drew a seismograph. And yet no one cares. Not even the cashier. COBOL in banking. The code that runs your bank account? Yeah, it might be older than your parents. COBOL was written in the 1950s. It looks like someone taught English to a computer using only corporate buzzwords. And it's still running thousands of financial systems around the world. Why? Because rewriting everything would take years and risk everything breaking. So instead, we pay retired engineers $400 an hour to keep the duct tape in place. It's like trying to modernize a subway system, but deciding it's easier to just hire the guy who built it to keep it limping along. Until he dies. Then we panic. The imperial system. Feet, inches, pounds, Fahrenheit. Basically, America is not like other girls' phase. The rest of the world uses metric. Simple, logical powers of 10. Meanwhile, Americans are out here measuring things in football fields, half gallons, and cups. Yes, cups, an actual unit of measurement for food. Ask an American how many feet in a mile. They'll stare at you like you just asked them to recite the digits of pi. It's 5,280. Why? Who knows? Something about horses. Changing the system would cost billions in road signs, school books, and therapy. So instead, we just accept the confusion and quietly Google conversions in our kitchen at midnight. Landline phones. Okay, this one isn't just outdated, it's retro. Like, you don't even need to dial anymore. You just press someone's name on your phone. But landlines still exist. In homes, businesses, and hospitals. mostly because they don't depend on power or internet, which makes them kind of like the cockroach of communication. They survive everything. Also, for older generations, the landline is like a security blanket. It might never ring, but it's there, just in case, even if just in case never happens. Floppy disk save icon. Let's talk icons. The save icon? It's a floppy disk. Most people under 20 have never used one. If you handed a floppy disk to a teenager, they'd probably try to 3D print with it. But the icon remains. Why? Because it's universal, even though it represents tech that no longer exists. Trying to change it would just confuse people. Is that a cloud? Is it downloading or uploading? Is this a toaster? Sometimes nostalgia beats logic. Also, graphic designers are tired. 9 to 5 workday. This one, it's hard. The 9 to 5 workday was invented when factories were a thing and electricity was expensive. But now we have Slack, Asana, and 24/7 Wi-Fi. So why are we still pretending that 8 hours equals productivity? Studies show people only work productively for 3 to 4 hours a day. The rest is just emails, pretending to look busy, or silently questioning their life choices. Remote work came along and proved flexibility works. Looking busy is more important than actually getting things done. The penny. Okay, real talk. It costs more to make a penny than a penny is worth. People literally throw them away. Store clerks have tiny trays that say, "Leave a penny, take a penny." That's how little we value them. We could round prices. Other countries did it. But somehow, getting rid of the penny would cause mass panic. But what if something costs $1.01? Then it costs $1, Kevin. It's fine. Still, we mint billions of them each year. Why? Because politicians are afraid of making headlines like "Senator murders Abraham Lincoln's face." So yeah, these things, they exist not because they work, but because the alternative is too annoying, expensive, or bureaucratic to fix. Sometimes the world runs on logic. Other times it runs on vibes, nostalgia, and people saying, we've always done it that way. And honestly, kind of relatable. Give a like and subscribe for similar videos. See you.